Hello and welcome to this short video on using Probench, our online portal for participating in the Business and the Community Diversity and Wellbeing Benchmark. This is the only platform for submitting both Part 1 Impact Survey and Part 2 Input Survey of the benchmark, as we do not accept hard copy submissions. We hope this short video will help you get started with Probench. For details on who can benchmark and what it covers, please visit our website at diversity.bitc.org.uk. The first step to getting started with Probench is logging in. If you are a registered user, this URL takes you to the portal where you can log in using your existing username and password, then click Sign in to proceed. There's also the option to recover your password if you have forgotten it. If you're a first-time user of Probench, you'll have to register your details on the portal and you'll receive your login details from us. Once you have received these, you are ready to click Sign in and proceed. Once you are logged in, you'll be taken to your homepage entitled Welcome to the BITC Survey Portal. You'll see your current outstanding surveys for this year, as well as archived surveys if you have benchmarked previously. Both Part 1 and 2 are visible. You can click to open and navigate through either or both parts, but remember, organisations completing Part 2 are also required to complete Part 1. In order to open a survey, you click on Start New Survey. If you've already started a survey, you can click straight into Part 1 of 2 or Part 2 of 2. You'll have seen all the questions for Part 1 listed. However, you'll not be able to proceed through the survey until you have answered the qualifying questions. What you select in the qualifying sections indicates your core benchmark submission and will ensure you are asked to submit the relevant data in Probench when completing your benchmark. Select the benchmark or benchmarks you wish to participate in. You can select from diversity or wellbeing or both. You must select the diversity characteristics you want to benchmark with. The available characteristics are ethnicity, gender and age, and you can choose 1, 2 or all 3. In this example, the participant has selected the diversity benchmark and indicated the focus will be gender, as well as the wellbeing benchmark and indicated the focus will be ethnicity. Qualifying questions also request information on your organisation's name, lead contact, sector and similar information that helps us identify and contact you to return your results. When you have entered this information, click Confirm and Next at the bottom of the screen to take you to begin the survey. Submitting your data. Each question will automatically ask you for data based on the diversity characteristics that you've selected in the qualifying questions. In this example, the participant has chosen to benchmark with gender data, therefore gender data requirements are displayed, but not ethnicity. In addition to your core survey submission, participants are also able to benchmark in other protected characteristics on a question-by-question basis. This option to submit data outside your core benchmark is available at every question for Part 1. Here is an overview of which questions are covered in the Diversity Benchmark and the Wellbeing Benchmark. All 24 questions are included in the Diversity Benchmark, with fewer relating to employee wellbeing. This table is also included in electronic versions of the benchmark questions, which can be downloaded from our website. Useful features in Probench. There are 3 features when using Probench to be aware of to ensure a smooth submission process. First, Probench will alert you when information has not been fully submitted by putting a magenta border around that question or data entry point. This is to draw your attention to where you have overlooked something, especially where questions are mandatory. For example, here is the number of UK employees which has not been submitted. That said, you do not need to answer every question. Part of the value of benchmarking is understanding both the metrics used by your peers and competitors and the gaps in your organisation's data. Please note that narrative answers have word limits automatically enforced by Probench, which will alert you by highlighting the relevant data entry point in a magenta box. Second, it's crucial to save the data as you proceed. The Confirm and Next button and the Save as Draft button are both equivalent to save. You can use either to save. Press this button often to ensure your most recent activity is saved. Third, there's an option to jump between questions. This could be useful if you have information ready at different times. For example, if you have data for question 20 on leadership and development before you collated your pay gap data on question 14, this will ensure that you press Confirm and Next or Save as Draft before moving between questions if you're still working on a question. Submitting and unsubmitting. Once you have entered all your benchmark data, click Yes, we'd like to submit our survey. This means you have completed your benchmark. However, if you want to modify your submission, you can do so at any point until the benchmarking period closes on Thursday the 16th of July. Simply click Cancel Submission button and edit your submission. Remember to click the submission button again, Yes, we'd like to submit our survey, again when you're satisfied with your amendments. We will download all submissions after the close date on Thursday the 16th of July. You'll not be able to amend your submission after the benchmark period closes on Thursday the 16th of July. That, in brief, is an overview on the benchmark portal. If you require more guidance, please visit our website where members can sign in and automatically download questions and guidance documents. Non-members can obtain questions and guidance by contacting the benchmark team.